today we are going to be working on adding showing sentences to our adventure stories. As you can see, I have my adventure story pulled up here, and I will have it posted in your Google Classroom assignment as well, so you can use it as an example. So as we go through this today, what I am wanting to do is show you what a showing sentence is. So the goal of a well-written narrative is to create this vivid picture in the reader's mind using only words. So one way to do that is to show, not tell, your reader about the details in your story. When you just tell your reader details, they cannot easily visualize what's happening in your story. However, if you use more showing sentences, they will help create a picture in your reader's mind. So let me show you what I mean. And I will show you this way. Listen to this sentence. I picked up a stone and threw it. Could you visualize what was happening? Well, yeah, you could, but do you know anything really about this stone? Do you know how far I threw it? Do you know where it landed? Not necessarily, right? Now listen to this sentence from our book, Walk Two Moons. This was when Sail is in the story, and she's describing her picking up a stone and throwing it. So from Walk Two Moons, it said, I picked up a flat stone and sailed it across the gorge where it hit the far wall and plummeted down, careening off the jagged outcroppings. Did that sentence help you create a better visual of the stone and how it sailed through the air, how it fell, and how and when it landed? Absolutely, because the sentence written by Sharon Creech required much more visualization than the first sentence that I read. Good writers include showing sentences to keep their readers involved in the story. So let's try to take some of these telling sentences and change them into showing sentences. For example, if I was telling you about what my friends and I ate at the mall, I might just say that the food was good. But saying that the food was good doesn't really tell you much. It doesn't help you to get that visual, right? So if I wanted to show you about what I ate at the mall, I could say something like this. We ate the most delicious pizza with gooey cheese and thick crust. So which sentence helps you to create a better visual about my meal? Well, I would pick that second one right there, because the first sentence didn't even tell you what we ate. I just said food. So telling you it was good doesn't really give you a clear idea of what made it good, but the words delicious, gooey cheese, thick crust show you that I really enjoyed my pizza. You could visualize what my pizza was like. Now I want you to try it. Try first with this one. It was a hot day. So I'd like you to take this sentence right here and turn it into a showing sentence. Change it into something where maybe I could better see how hot a day it really was. Go ahead and take a minute to do that now. Okay. It looks like you have all had a lot of good examples. Here's my example. Our faces were red from the heat of the sun, and sweat was melting off from us. So you can make that picture of your mind about how hot that day must have been. If your face was red and you were sweating, it was just melting off from you. So much more detailed sentence. Okay, try it one more time with this one. So instead of saying, we had a fun day, what's something that you could say that would show your reader what a fun day it was? Go ahead and do that now. Here's my example for that. Sorry, the bell rang. Here's my example for that. The day was full of laughter and adventure. So this maybe isn't as strong as my first one over here, but it still gives me that impression that we were laughing and it was adventurous, and so that's what really made it fun. And I saw that you had some really good examples as well. So what I'd like you to do now is to go ahead and go back to your writing. Go back to your writing just like I have with mine, and I want you to find some spots where you can fix yours up to provide some showing sentences. So I'm going to show you what that looks like on my writing, and as you do that, I would like you to highlight the places in your writing that you've changed. So let's go ahead and take a look at my second paragraph. My second paragraph says, we were still really hungry because we didn't have dinner yet. So the first thing we did was to start looking for food. The mall we were at had a huge food court. We had lots of options. Margot decided that she wanted to have Chinese food from Panda Express, while Alexis wanted tacos from Taco King. I was craving a big, juicy cheeseburger. Luckily, there was a burger boy in the food court. We all cooked up our favorites and sat down to eat. The food was really good. When our tummies were full, we discussed what we should do next. Okay, so right here, I was just craving a big, juicy cheeseburger, but then all I said about it was the food was really good. That wasn't really a great visual of my cheeseburger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix this up. The food was really good, and I'm going to change that to kind of describe my cheeseburger. Let's see. It was the most delicious cheeseburger I ever ate. And actually, I'm going to put something in the front here. So what made it the most delicious? Let's see. Change that to it. With its gooey, kind of borrowing from the pizza example, with its gooey melted cheese and extra, and let's see what else I want on it. With its gooey melted cheese and its stacks of, I kind of like pickles on my sandwich. You're probably going to think that's weird, but I think I'm going to go for it. So with its gooey melted cheese and its stacks of pickles, it was the most delicious cheeseburger I ever ate. Okay, and since I changed that sentence, I wanted to be able to show you which one I changed. So I'm going to highlight that. So I'm going to take it, drag it, and then up here, see this little thing up here? It says highlight color. I'm just going to put a yellow background to it. That way you can easily see that I changed that one to a showing sentence. Let's see if I can find one more. After discussing possible options, we all decided to check out the stores and try on clothes. Margot said that there was a typo there. Hat R Us is her favorite store, so we went there first. We tried on so many hats. Alexis looked silly in the big red floppy hat with the feathers. We had to take a picture. We laughed so hard. Okay, so right here, we laughed so hard. I can kind of see that, but I can't really visualize it. It's not really showing me anything. So I think I'm going to change this one right here. We laughed so hard. I could probably add to that. Can we visualize somebody laughing? Well, if I was laughing really hard, maybe I'd be kind of like rolling around on the ground or something. Okay, yeah, maybe I can add that. So we laughed so hard that we fell to the floor. We laughed so hard that we fell to the floor, that we were rolling on the floor holding our sides. Yeah, we were rolling on the floor and holding our sides. I can really kind of see that, right? If we get to giggling so hard that we just can't even stand upright anymore. So again, since I changed that into a showing sentence, meaning I gave it that extra description, I'm going to go ahead and highlight that so you can see where I changed. Okay, I'd like you to go through yours and try to get at least 3 of yours. So find at least 3 sentences that you can change into showing sentences. If you can do more than that, that's excellent, but at least aim for 3 of those. And that'll be your assignment for today. So when you're done with that, please go ahead and turn that in again so that I can review it for you. Thanks a lot.